UBound is a function that returns the size of array dimensions, or the number of keys in a map. Variable refers to the array or map variable, and dimension parameter is optional, uses 1 as the default value when not provided, which is the length of the rows in an array. Dimensions parameter can be 0, the number of subscripts in the array, 1 the default or the number of the rows in the array, and 2 the number of columns in the array. We can use constant variable as an alternative from Autoit constant script. Furthermore, for arrays with more than 2 dimensions, just use the corresponding integer. Okay, this example is using a 2-dimensional array. It uses this constant variable, so we declare the Autoit constant script. It also calls the message box to get displayed the result of a UBound function. And, in this, it uses the constants variable, which is the message box system modal, so it is required to declare a message box constants script too. And lastly, this uses also an array display function, used to display the dimension of an array in a table form, and in this, it is required to declare an array script. But before we run this script, let's modify this row and column dimension to a smaller number for array display to a few elements. Time to run the script. Here it shows how UBound identified the dimensions of this array, and array display shows values that are based on array elements. This was provided or assigned by the for loop and UBound. One more thing, in the included scripts array, as you can see here, it already declared Autoit constants and message box constants in it. Therefore, it is not needed to declare it in the main script, because it's already been declared. Time to erase it, and it works perfectly fine. In this second example, it is easy to understand how UBound works, because this declares multiple arrays with different assigned dimensions. Looking in the console, arrays are enumerated based on their dimension along with their UBound output. Conclusion: we can manipulate an array with the exact dimension we want to. We can manipulate array dimensions to the exact range as intended, with the redim syntax using UBound. Okay, let's add an element in the array using redim, and we use the UBound variable, both rows and columns. After that, we reuse again the UBound variable to assign values to the newly created elements in the array. All it needs is, we have to manipulate the value of that UBound. And voila, the array display shows values of the array including the newly assigned value.